satisfied.
Hello everyone, I'm TG and welcome back to the House of Sleaze. Today I'm going to show you guys the final version of the one-man army build, but this time we're going to be using Nicholai. So just before we go any further, I'm going to say once again, this is not my build. This was shown to me by a viewer. I'll link him down below. Make sure you go over and give him all the props because I think he's discovered a little bit of a gem. Now, when it comes to this build, I find Nicholai is actually becoming the most fun to play it. Like, Annette's great, Daniel, always good for a laugh, but Nicholai, there's something about whenever he can synergize his guns and creatures that just feels so magical. So, let's check it out. So, to start things off with, for Nemesis, we're going to be rocking Extermination. It really is the best one, unless you're going for some kind of like really fast Nemesis build, and then you're probably going to want Relentless. Next, we're going to be using UBCS Monitor, and it's going to allow us to track all survivors whenever they're attacked by creatures, and it also lowers their attack power. A lot of people don't realize it does that. And lastly, Watchdog, sad face, fallen from grace, but it's actually going to be really important in this build for overwhelming the survivors. Now, for his exclusive cards, we're going to be using Radar Pulse and Tactical Shields. Now, the reason that we're doing that, aside from the fact that I love Radar Pulse, is we're going to be cycling our deck as much as we can. So these both cost 0, and you got to be a little careful with Tactical Shields because it does pause your bioenergy recharge. But if you're smart, you can actually use it to your advantage whenever the survivors are attacking your cameras. So now let's take a look at his equipment. And this should be no surprise if you've seen the other one-man army builds. We're using Resilient Skin 3 and 2 and Researcher's Brain. But on top of that, we're also going to be using the modified gear too. So obviously, Resilient Skin and Researcher's Brain buff up your creatures, make them move a little bit faster, which is very important because we're all about controlling the VX zombie. But the Nicholai variant is going to be using modified gear, because since you're using firearms, you really can't use any kind of firearm deck without modified gear. It just makes you way too slow to assemble and disassemble. So that's why we're using that, and you'll see that it synergizes quite well. So now let's dive into the deck, and this one's going to look a little bit different from the others, but in principle, it's the same thing. Now, we're only going to be using 3 guns. And the guns are Rifle, Air Cannon, and Energy Leech Rifle. For our creatures, we're using the Zombie, Zombie Dog, Crawling Zombie, and the Pied de Resistance, the VX Zombie. And you'll notice our mods are a little bit different as well. We're still using the Creature Efficiency and the Power Limiter mod, but on top of that, we're using the Gun Efficiency mod. So as you can see, everything in this deck is only going to cost 1. So it's really easy to cycle through and get your VX zombie. Now, one thing you have to remember with this version of the build is you want to be a little more strategic in the sense that you're still going to be using your guns. You're not just cycling through them to get your VX zombie. I mean, in principle, that is what you're doing. But remember, Rifle still does damage, and the Air Cannon is still great for sucking time off the survivors and interrupting them. So now I'm going to show you guys a match that I played earlier using this build, and wow, it was over before it even began. So strap in and enjoy. And don't forget, if you enjoy these builds and you want to see more, creep on over to that subscribe button and just give it a little click. It would just make me the happiest girl in the world. Enjoy. Oh, baby Valerie, you're mine. You're mine, bitch. The rest of the team is looking pretty sturdy. That Becca's super scary, though. 138. I am soiling my little communist panties as Nicholai.
You are all as good as dead.
So I am using my, what I call Infection Trap preset. And I really like using this one on Abandoned Park because it forces them to go down one side and kind of like waste time on the other, if you're lucky.
Oh, you have found my little toy.
So let's see.
But do not expect to activate.
Well, let's jump in there and have some fun right off the bat.
This will not go well for you.
Valerie using the MQ, eh? Enjoy not having any ammo. Okay, you guys waste time out there. I got all day. And haha. Thing of beauty right there. You know what? That's worth it. We took more than enough time there. And oh, you know what? I should have used that in the other room. That's okay. Come on. Anytime now. You can do it. You can do it, Valerie. Yeah, good girl. Alright. Oh, look at that fucking accuracy.
That was too easy. Do not be.
Oh, come on. It's going right through her little parka. As you can see, my accuracy is, as always, suspicious at best.
Tomorrow. Good. You can move to the more dangerous door.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I can do a little better this time. Oh my. Nailed it. Fucking nailed it. That's okay. I got my little buddy here. Now, I'm just gonna wait for them to gather up quite nicely. And give them the old surprise. Oh yeah, you like that, don't ya? Ooh, what a lovely sound. They wasted both a Flash and Martin's Fever. There we go. As you can see, like the other versions of this build, we have basically infinite bioenergy. Because all we're doing is just cycling through 1-cost cards. So you don't even really need to look at your bioenergy. And this has the added benefit of forcing them to not only look at the ground for creatures, but they have to keep their eye up top because you're using guns. So I think it synergizes quite well. Good day, Jill. Little Jilly. So we'll lock Martin out, and let's take care of Becca here. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Couldn't resist. Had to laugh. Oh, I love it. I love Nicholai's laugh. Alright, 3 down. 1 to go. Come on, Martin. Surprise, motherfucker. Oh, and down you go. That is that. That is that. Well, there you go. That's pretty much how they all go. So go ahead and try this build yourself. And as always, I'm TG. If you like what you saw, you know what to do. If not, meh. Keep it sleazy.
Good enough.